my major core value. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? The best piece of advice given to me is do not allow people's opinion to make you to doubt your self-worth. You are worth more than you think. And that kept me, I was in a very down state in my life when someone gave me that advice. And that thing just gave me energy and started pushing again. That's the best advice I've been given so far in my life. And a lot of wonderful ones in it. So I'm going to be giving the opportunity to the facilitators to also introduce themselves in the order. We have trainers, we have career support person in the house. So let's start with Olanike, do you want to go first? And we'd like to see your face.
Okay, confirm you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm excited to be here and serve everybody for this particular training. My name is Olanike and I work in the training department with Adetunji and my other colleagues here. Thank you for giving us 1 week of your time to help navigate the waters of your career and desires. And we hope that you would enjoy your time and engage with us as much as possible. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Okay, if you have to be a caller, what will it be and what's the best advice? You can use that same format.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I have to be a color, I like yellow, and it's because it is it's a staple color. Because it's a staple color, I like anything bright and everything. Yeah, so I like yellow. And best advice I would give, I think for me, it changes as my seasons change. So as yesterday to today, the best advice I would give anybody is that you can't give anything, you can't receive anything without giving anything, right? So meaning if you want a better job or you want to advance in your career, so you're giving your time to this particular training in order to gain the experience you need to help you to go to the next level. So regardless of whatever situation or wherever we are, there's something to give in order to get something. So I hope that's mine.
Thank you very much, Olanike. Maybe Palumi should go next, but I like that some people should have been taking note of this. You can't give without, you can't take without giving. So Palumi can go ahead.
Good morning, Adetunji. Good morning, everyone. My name is Pelumi Ogboye, and I'll also be facilitating one of the sessions today. So if I were to be a color, I would be green. And why? Because green symbolizes growth. It means, you know, when they say the land is green now, so I want my life to be green. Fertility, humor, and harmony, all those things, right? So yes, I would like to be green. Although I love red, but I would like to be green. Then the best advice, do not doubt the humble beginning. So I believe that baby steps, when you start little by little, you get to wherever you intend to get to in no time. So for me, it is do not doubt that humble beginning. You're starting from somewhere, you're going somewhere, right? But just enjoy these short steps, the little steps you're taking to definitely become something big later on in the future. Thank you, Adetunji, and welcome everyone once again.
Thank you very much, Palumi. Kristen, can we help you?
Please confirm that you can hear me.
Oh, loud and clear. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so my name is Christian. All right. I am very excited, right, to be here with these remarkable people, right, it kind of like gives me joy, because then I tend to see people that want to really improve, learn, unlearn, and get to change their status quo. All right. So that I am very, very excited. I would say red. All right, because red symbolizes life, because your blood is red. So for me, red is important. Even in my apartment, there are touches of red, not for bad, but for good. All right, so the best advice I've gotten so far is the best is yet to come. All right, you continue to develop. All right, constantly, when you think you have arrived, you can do more to exceed that part. So the best is yet to come. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Christian. I wasn't expecting red to become life, but I like the analogy. I think we have Saji. Saji in the house. Please, Saji, you can go ahead.
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Saji. I'm part of the training team of Wave, and I'm so excited to be here today because you guys want to upskill and want to acquire tangible skills to progress in your career. And one of the things, let me say, my best color is blue. That is blue. And also this is the color of the ocean. It connotes stability, serenity, and wisdom. So I like that. If I want to give one advice to everybody, I will say be adaptable. In fact, for joining this training, you're actually exhibiting that adaptability. You want to adapt, so getting more skill to add to your skill set, part of adaptability skills. So one advice I will give you, any culture for yourself, try to cultivate adaptability skills. Right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Saji. I think we have 3 more. But I would like if you're paying attention, mention any name you can remember against their quotes. Any name you can remember against their quotes. I want to see that in the chat box. While I give Kike the honor to introduce ourselves.
All right, good morning, Soji. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you. Not really see you, we can't see you, but we know you are here. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to learn. We're going to be learning from each other, right? So I'll just go straight to it. So my name is Kike. I work with Adetunji Olanike, Belumi, and Christian Soji. If I had to be a color, I think my color would be, I wanted to say blue. I love blue, right? Blue is stands for wisdom. When I put on blue, like I have the confidence is there. So I really like blue. It brings out my color. Right. Yes. So blue is my color. Best advice. I would say this is from my mom. Before she died, she told me that life is very short. While I'm young, I should enjoy life. Yes, so that's my best advice. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kike. I can see people typing names. I don't know who is bearing from me. I'm seeing from you, and I'm seeing Olatunji. I don't know those people. Please, my name is Adetunji, not Olatunji. So Victoria, I'll open the floor for you to introduce yourself to the team, to the people. Victoria, are you here? Okay. Guessing she's struggling with the network. Obey, please, we'd like to hear from you if you're in. Introduce yourself to your people.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. You guys should at least respond. Okay, it's fine.
Good morning.
Yeah, using the chat box.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you here, Obi. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Obey. I work with Adetunji at Wave, or I work as the career support coordinator at Wave. If I were to be a color, I would be color blue. And that's because I feel blue is very calming and I'm in my calm season. The best piece of advice I've ever been given is one day or day one, you choose. So it's either you keep telling yourself, one day I'll get at it, or you start today and today will be your day one. And following that advice, I've come to understand that you can do it. Mindset is what matters. You can do anything as far as you put your mind to it. Tunji, can I go ahead and share what I do?
Yes, you can quickly do that.
Okay. Okay, so before I go ahead, I want to be sure that everyone is listening to me. So I would like to just see thumbs up in the comment section so that I can go ahead, and I'm sure that everybody's about to listen to the very, 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 very important information I'm about to pass. Okay. Okay. Still haven't seen enough. Okay, great. I can go ahead. So like I earlier said, my name is Obey and I work as the career support coordinator at Wave. Tunji and the rest of the team work in the training team. So what's really different with our department is the career support team is here to ensure that there's career development of one form or another in the lives of all our trainees and alumni, right? And we have series of services that we carry out to ensure that there is career development within everybody that passes through Waves training, right? And the first one is, thank you very much, Isaac. And the first one is interview class, right? So the career support team is tasked with delivering, interview class to ensure that you excel at every interview that you attend after you've attended our training, right? We also take it down another route to say that when you do graduate Wave, and the only way you are privy to this service is if you complete your 5 days training year and you graduate. So when you graduate from Wave and you have an interview coming up next month, next week, 2 days from now, you can reach out to us to schedule a mock interview session where we will train you on the do's and don'ts of interview based on that particular role that you're being interviewed for, right? We also have what we call career coaching, right? So every person that attends Waves training and eventually graduates and become an alumni is privileged to our coaching sessions. So for example, and this is me really speaking to minute ones, right? For example, you have a challenge of public speaking, or you have a challenge with your CV, or you have a challenge with, switching career paths, right? And you're confused. I need someone to just, level the ground for you, let you understand, and maybe hold your hand for that particular path that you're trying to go through. You can reach out to the career support team who will pair you with seasoned coaches, professional coaches that will train you for a period of 1 month to ensure that you mitigate the challenge that you have, right? We also have another service called workshop and master classes that you're privileged to when you graduate from Wave. And what actually happens in this session is Wave believes that learning never stops, right? There's always one new thing in the job market that one needs to learn. So what we do is we organize workshop session, master classes to basically upskill you despite or regardless of whatever training that you go through at Wave. Yeah. So for me to conclude, I would just like to hear from anybody that can basically highlight the services that I've mentioned that the career support team offers. Just anybody can come off mute. Just highlight what the services that we offer. Or just one at least.
Okay, good morning.
Okay.
All right, so my name is Bironke. So you said after the training and if peradventure you got a job interview, that you organize mock interview section before you going for the main interview.
Yes, thank you so much, Ronke, for sharing. Thank you so much, sir. I'm glad a lot of people listen to me. So with that, I will conclude to say that I am on your group chat. My name is Obey. I can drop the career support number on the chat box now, and you can reach out to me during working hours and we can solve whatever problem that ties to your career. Good luck. And I know, not that I hope, I know that you enjoyed this training session. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm giving you a clap here, and I'm expecting the participants to do the same thing for you too. So I'm going to move on from this slide and move to the next thing. Who are we as WAVE? WAVE is West Africa Vocational Education, and what we do is to help young people, unemployed or underemployed people with skills and competencies that is required for them to thrive in the world. And one of the ways in which we do it is by organizing this kind of training, again, executive assistant and virtual assistant. We have other trainings that we do. We do hospitality training. We do technical skill training. If you want to get the details of all of those training programs, you can check our social medias on Instagram or LinkedIn. You will see the details. But we are here to bridge the gap of unemployment and on that. Okay, I would like for us to take a screenshot of this particular slide because it's going to be happening when we are having the soft skill class plan today. So I would like you to take the screenshots because we are going to be introducing ourselves proper and familiarizing ourselves with the facilitator. I hope we are good. If we are good, let me see a thumbs up in the chat. Good. If I see 5, I move on. I'll see any yet. Thumbs up. Okay, great. All right. So now let's come to, and I need everyone to pay attention to this because we are going to be talking about our responsibility as an organization. If we are not owning up to all these things, we can hold us accountable. And number one responsibility is we will deploy best-in-class training program for candidates. That is our responsibility. That is what we are here to do. And if we are not doing our job very well, we give us feedback and we improve on that. 2, WAVE may connect candidates with high-quality employers. And the word bolding and highlighted is may connect candidates. So sometimes a lot of people come with the mindset that WAVE is automatically going to get you a job. And that's not what it means. It means that we have some employer partners that are looking for people to come and fill some roles. But if you fit into those roles, we can connect you to that opportunity. And even today, we're going to be sending a form that will help us to identify which area you really want to go to. Is it executive assistance? Is it virtual assistance? What are some of the things that you have so that it helps us to better fit you for the available roles that we have and for searching for more opportunities to find them out. And the last responsibility is WAVE will coach and provide guidance for specific duration on the candidate's career and job preference. I'm not going to speak much about this because this is what Obey took our time explaining to you guys. Let me move to the next one. Now, I want us to pay attention to this one again. And if you are seeing what is on the screen, type PBS. PBS. I need us to pay keen attention to it. What is going to guarantee your successful graduation in this training program? If you are able to meet all these criteria, you are good to go and successfully graduate. PBS, am I saying PBS? Let me check. Thank you. Over now. So, point-based system. We operate on a point-based system whereby as you are coming in now, you are having 50 points. It's just like we are giving you a salary of 50,000 Naira even before you begin to work. That's the mindset that's behind this PBS. So you have 50 points. However, you can begin to lose these points based on infractions or violations of this house rule. And what do we mean by infractions? It means that if you are not completing your daily tasks and assignments, you will lose points. If you are not completing exit tickets, let me speak to the first one. The first one means that every day there is a task for you to carry out. There are a lot of assignments for you to do and submit within the deadline that's been given to you. If you fail to submit any of those, it means that you are losing points. Not completing exit tickets for each class. For every module that we train you on, there is an exit ticket. An exit ticket is checking for your understanding of that particular module. Do you understand? We have some scenario questions, scenario-based questions to understand if you understand what was taught in class. To understand. Yeah, so the third one is if you are not coming into class, if you are not attending the Zoom training session at all, you are losing points. And I'm going to be speaking to how many points you are going to be losing to each of these things. And acting in a manner that interrupts learning process. You are distracting people, and they are trying to tell you that this is distracting people and you are not paying attention. You have some wrong attitudes to learning. You are also losing points, which can also lead to the export. Now, your responsibilities. Your responsibility is you are arriving and leaving on time and notification of lateness. What does this mean? It means that if you do not come every day, if you are not registering for attendance by 9 a.m., if you are not showing up by 9 a.m., you are losing 10 points. You are losing 10 points. Like, I'm not even showing for training at all. 10 points is gone out of the 50 points that you have. So it means that if you do not show up on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you're already out of points. It's not even, we are not even going to get to that point before you say you are out of points. I think. So yes, this is speaking to lateness. Sorry, it's speaking to lateness. If you come late, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, it means that you are perpetual latecomer. And we are not willing to project saying that we have graduated a perpetual latecomer. We want you to always come to class on time. And if you are going to be coming in late, because we know that life will happen, things will happen, network issues, some family emergencies will happen, you manage expectation. You let us know ahead of time. You can chat up the admins on the WhatsApp to see, this is the situation I'm currently in. I'm going to be coming in a bit late at this. So the second one is regular attendance. It means that you need to be in class every single day. And if you do not show up for 1 day, it means that you are out of the training. I'm sorry, you are losing 25 points. If you are not showing up for 1 day, you are losing 25 points, which automatically means that if you are not showing up for 2 days, you are out of the training. And it can be understandable, probably if something came up, you want to also talk to the facilitators, you want to speak with the admin. If it's something they can help you to problem solve, they can solve some problem at that end and see what can be done at that end. But you are not showing up for 2 consecutive days or whether distant days, you are out of the training. And I hope we are paying attention. If you got what I just said now, please type in the chat box, got it, got it. I got it. I got it. This is important. I'm sure that people understand what I just said. Got it. Thank you. Don't show up 2 times within the training, excluding this day. Now, we are giving you a grace of today. If you don't show up for 2 times of training, it means you are out of the training. Dress code. Again, there are a few times that will be telling us to put on your camera. We want to take a picture. Again, we need you to dress decent. We need you to dress official. We need you to dress like you can see me. I'm putting on a shirt. We don't want you to be dressing, putting on singlet or and putting on underwear. We want you to dress I can see Faith, yes, that's being well dressed. We need to put that in check. And you also need to complete assignment and task on time, within the timeline, just like I mentioned before. Okay. So the training procedure. Number 1, training days begin at 9 a.m. unless otherwise told by the training coordinator. And you can call me training coordinator, at least for this purpose. But 9 a.m. is the time that we are all expected to come to class. In fact, I see a lot of people joining in 5 minutes before, 20 minutes before. They have to be in the waiting room before we now start admitting them. That's the right attitude for them. Arriving late in the morning, notify WAVE at least 1 hour before. Training is set to begin. Include your name and how late you expect to be. If you find yourself running much later than that, reach out again. For instance, I know I'm supposed to join in by 9 a.m., but there is a family emergency as I woke up 6 a.m. So I will reach out 8 a.m. before time to say, my name is, let me look for your name. My name is, okay, let me think of a random name. My name is Adeshula Faith. My name is Adeshula Faith. I'm going to be running, I'm going to be coming in late 30 minutes because I have an emergency, a family emergency I need to attend to. So that the facilitator or the admin can know what to do with you and will understand with you, right? And if you are running later time, you just have to say, sorry, it's taking longer than I expect. Schedule absences in advance. If you are not going to be present for any of the days, you can reach out 24 hours before that day. For instance, maybe I have an interview on Wednesday and I'm not going to be available. I can reach out to Adetunji, Kike, Soji, Christian. I have an interview on Wednesday. I will not be present. I'm saying, okay, that's fine. It's understandable. We can even make an arrangement with OBE to prepare you for the interview, and you can go for your interview on me. Then last minute absences. If you have to be absent at the last minute, notify WAVE before class is scheduled to start. Ensure to include your name. I mean, there are sometimes that there are some emergency, unexpected things that will happen, and it's just happening at maybe few minutes. You still have to follow the process, even though it's not 1 hour before that time. Writing your name and explaining the reason why you're not going to be absent and telling us you're not going to be present. The last thing on the slide is returning from an absence. It is your responsibility to find out what you have missed. Talk to your classmates before your instructors to learn about key points covered, assignment given, and materials provided. Again, we are going to be training you, like for this, for instance, now, there's a lot of information that is being disseminated as we are speaking now. So it is my responsibility if other trainees are not in the classroom to reach out. What was discussed in the class? How can I get information? Is there any assignment? Is there something that is expected us to do? You reach out to them, get what is to be done and do it, even if you're not in class. And this, I know one of the questions that you guys might want to ask is there going to be recording shared for this training? Yes, we are recording this session, but the recordings will not be shared within the training period. That means we are not going to be sharing the recording this week. We are only going to be sharing the recordings with those that successfully graduate at the end of the training program. So there's no place of, I'm going to get the recording. I don't even need to come to classes. No, we need everybody to participate in the training session. If you got everything that I said, just give me a thumbs up, the chat box. Then I'll allow you to ask if you have any question. If you have any question, just raise up your hand. We can quickly take it. Then we move. Thank you. Okay, I see Angela's question. Let me quickly take this. How about those that are working and usually have a stand up by 9 a.m. almost every day? For those that we know that a few of us are actually working already and we have to be on. So, and that's why you have to have a conversation with your facilitator. And what do I mean? Let me clarify this very well. You should have put into consideration your work schedule on a daily basis. Do I think I'll be able to run through this training knowing that it's going to be happening between 9 and 2? If I already calculated that I'll be available for 9 and 2, yes, okay. But now that I know that every 9 a.m. is something I have to be standby, how many minutes am I going to be there? Am I going to be there for 2 hours? Am I going to be there for 3 hours? Sorry, the light just tripped. Just give me a minute. Okay, the light is back. You want to ask yourself through those questions and know, do you really want to be here, or you want to schedule a time that you can do this? Or if it is 1 hour, you are always going to be 1 hour, 30 minutes. I don't know what context you are speaking to, or you can reach out to me or reach out to any of the admins after now, and then we can discuss what that is. Okay, I hope I'm not missing any question in the chat. But if you want to ask a question, please raise up your hand, then I'm going to call you. Vikram, do you have any question? Okay, so you can go ahead and just mute your mic. So I'm assuming that we understand all of this thing, and that's why we are not asking any question. Am I having a say? No question. Okay. Okay. Please, for the recording aspect, can you reconsider it so we can listen to it over again before the next class? Yes, because of the way the training program is structured, we only send the recordings at the end so that you can also go back and do a refresher in your mind. Oh, I learned this, I can take it up again. But during the training session, we don't want people to start taking advantage of it and not coming to class. Encourage participation in the training. So we cannot consider that. How about those that work as well? If you're paying attention, I think I mentioned it that people have, one of the things you can do now is, or you could have done before now is, do I really have the time to go through this? Or if I'm working maybe a particular time, I'm not even able to pay attention in class. Talk about you taking responsibility and reaching out to your fellow colleagues and asking them questions. What are the things that they did in class? I missed 2 hours of the class. What is it? And they will fill you in, and you can do the necessary things based on assignments, daily tasks. Queenette, do you have a question? Okay. Where I stay, whenever it's raining, the network is usually bad. The recording, the help. Yes, I understand this quite well. Okay, that's noted. I understand as well, but again, it still stands. If we do that because of you, other people will still take it. It's the way the training program is structured. So if I'm guessing there's no other question, I think we can move on from here and move straight to the next thing. And we already have our special guest in the house. Or when it gets to the time of introduction, you are going to all be meeting specially. We have a special guest in the house, leader, a global leader. But when we get to that time, we get to meet with her directly, interact directly. Well, let's get into the next session. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. Yes. Okay, so let's just get right into the session. The making of an executive assistant. Executive assistants and virtual assistants. What are the things that makes up an executive assistant? What are the skill sets that are required? What are the attitudes that are required? What are the posture, the competencies that you need to become an executive assistant? By the time you see these things, you know that yes, this person is an executive assistant or a virtual assistant. And that's what we are going to be talking about today. So, but I would like to get a feel of our understanding of what is an executive assistant, or who is an executive assistant, and who is a virtual assistant. I would like to hear a voice this time around. I would like to hear a voice. Yeah, is anyone coming off mute?
Okay, I think an executive assistant is someone that helps the CEO of a company with a schedule, manages his email, and other work-related stuff. And I think based on my knowledge, I think an executive assistant work physically with the CEO, while a virtual assistant also does the same work, but does it online.
Thank you very much, Ayomide. Amarachi, let me hear your thoughts.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Okay, so I believe an executive assistant and a virtual assistant, they do basically the same thing, from administration or administrative roles to other tasks that are given. The only difference is an executive assistant works on site, while a virtual assistant works from a home office or virtually.
Okay. I think we have an idea of what this looks like. I'll take the last one. Obianuju, please go ahead and speak. You can put down your hand now, Maraj.
Good morning. So,
yeah, good morning.
An executive assistant, or in fact, an assistant, either executive or virtual, the major duty of an assistant is to help reduce the workload of the executive by at least 50%. That's by carrying out administrative duties, which might include things like growth of the company. I mean, an executive assistant, you could work remotely, that could either be virtual. But I mean, the major difference between executive assistant and virtual assistant is that virtual is strictly virtual. Executive assistant, you can either be there on site or you could work from your house.
Okay, thank you very much, Obianuju. And these and more are the things that we're going to be learning here. And we are going to be hearing directly from an executive in the house, and then we're also going to be learning also from an executive assistant, how their work day is like. Let's just get right into the session. Need someone to read the objective for today's training. Anyone can volunteer. Let me see you with a show of hands. Then I'm going to call you. Okay, I've not heard from Nancy. Nancy, please go ahead and read what we have on the screen.
Okay, objectives. At the end of the lesson, learners will be able to describe the role of executive and virtual assistant, discuss what is expected of an executive and virtual assistant, itemize skills that are essential for an executive and virtual assistant.
Thank you very much, Nancy. That is the objective of this particular training. Now, like we have been talking about, what makes an assistant? We talked about the executive, we talked about the virtual assistants, and we've been able to identify the difference between the two. For an executive assistant, we mentioned that they work directly with the executive, maybe senior executive or a manager, and typically based in the office. They provide high-level administrative support, but executive are operating at the. You can compare them to someone that is an administrative assistant, for instance. Administrative assistant can be doing maybe something that is not really on the high level. They manage emails, they prepare reports and the likes. But for a virtual assistant, can we just mute your mic, please? Who is that? Please mute your mic. Hello, can you please mute your mic? And admin, please help us out to mute the person. Okay, and move on. So, like we mentioned, the virtual assistant is someone that works remotely. It can be a freelancer, it can be an independent contractor, and yes, they can also support an executive an executive from anywhere in the world. But I believe that there is a level of confidentiality that they might not be able to open up at the first glance with someone that does not that is working virtually. I think there's a place of trust. But we want to get right to hearing from the people that are part in the field, right? They also manage email of people. I've seen some people that what they're focusing on is email management. They are just helping people to manage email. People, my own virtual assistants, I'm just supporting social media management, not necessarily supporting the entirety, the administrative work of an executive in the organization, right? So they can be selective as a virtual assistant. Executive, you are working with an executive based on the task that has been delegated to you. So, and this particular chart is showing to you how demanding the role of an executive is. You can see how many people is reporting to the CEO directly or indirectly. You can see the associate, you can see the manager, director, vice president. They have to be in every department. They have to know what is going on in every department. They have to ensure that the affairs of the organization, in my head, I can say they are the HR, they are the D, they are the that. So if
all right, is the network. Going to wait. I just wait a bit. Let's fix it.
Can anyone hear me now? Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.